We have good news from the west into this fire too. For the first time since I've been reporting on it, firefighters are telling me they feel like they're getting the upper hand on the fire.
Things are actually turning in our favor and looking really good.
Firefighters say the marine layer is higher, the wind is working with them, and those factors, in combination with the hard work of crews, are forcing the fire into the wilderness.
We'll push it in there. We have some existing dozer lines from previous fires that are being reopened. In the wilderness, we're not putting in any new dozer lines. These are all pre-existing dozer lines that we are reopening. So if we can push it in there away from any homes and any individuals or the public, that's our goal.
Things are not back to normal, but they are getting there. Point Lobos was reopened for the first time since last week, and county assessors were up evaluating Palo, Colorado, hoping to get the road reopened so people can come home.
The fire that came through here has left the landscape a little unsafe right now, so until we can assure that there's going to be public safety, we want to keep the public out.
The fire has devastated the community of Palo, Colorado, scrubbing the earth of vegetation in areas and destroying homes. As we approach week 2 of the fire, doctors and nurses in Big Sur are warning this is when people start to get sick.
Well, there's a lot of exhaustion that comes in from people fighting the fires, defending their homes, and just a lot of the anxiety that's running as well. Emotions are running high.
Nurse practitioner Danielle Glazier with the Big Sur Health Center says if you're suffering from smoke or from poison oak exposure, they are there for you.
We have a grant that has helped us to be able to serve anybody who's been affected by the fire, whether that's lost their home or whether they volunteered to help anybody else, to please come on down and we can cover the cost of any services or medication.
Firefighters say while things are improving on the home front, the smoke will be around for a while because they're preparing for the fire to get very big as it moves farther into the wilderness.
In simple terms, we want to keep it east of Highway 1. We want to keep it above Nossamino-Ferguson Road, south of Huckleberry Hill, and then east of, not the 101, but east in that direction.
Those locations mark the big box crews are drawing around this fire as they plan for the worst case scenario size of 165,000 acres.
It's a very big box, very intimidating for a lot of people who see that, but that's what we have in front of us, and that's worst case scenario what we would expect. We know we can hold the fire in those areas. If we can catch it closer with some direct handline construction, we're definitely going to do that.
U.S. Forest Service says while that number is scary, they have to plan for the worst case scenario. They have to commit to where that they can stop this, but they are hopeful that things will keep going in their favor and they'll be able to stop it before it gets that big. Dan, Aaron.
You bet. Fingers crossed.
All right, Caitlin, thank you.
Smoke from this fire continues to travel throughout the Central Coast. A lot of concern about air quality.
It just depends on the day and where the winds are blowing. We're going to bring our chief meteorologist, Lee Solomon, into the conversation. Welcome back. You've been gone for a little while.
Yeah, keeping abreast though.
Yeah.
Not having to smell it though was kind of nice.
Yeah.
Exactly, or deal with air quality.
Things have improved a little bit though in the last 36 hours or so for a lot of folks, not for the fire itself, but for the transport of the smoke, because the winds have shifted a little bit to the west and northwest. Of course, we can still see plenty of it. That's Skycam 8 Monterey, high top of the Embassy Suites in Seaside. So you're certainly still smelling it in a lot of cases and seeing it. Here's the latest in terms of being right at the fire. The winds are more or less light and variable. If you look at all the observations around the fire, blowing at about 5 to 10 miles an hour, temperatures between 75 and 85. And you're going, how does it be between 75 and 85? Well, the fire is really up at high elevations, and in some cases upwards of 3,000 feet. And then you get down to the lower slopes, it's actually a little cooler because we've had some marine air move in. The other good part of this really is the relative humidity has come up. It was down at 5 or 6% a few days ago, and now it's come up to 25 to 30%. So it's still really dry, but it's better. Winds are light and variable again, coming mostly from the west-southwest. So some of this smoke is being transported up into Carmel and up into the Monterey Bay area, and then some of it is actually coming down into the Salinas Valley. You can see there's a north wind coming down the Salinas Valley. So all of this rising up and then getting dispersed in many areas. Now here's the air quality as of about 4 or 5 this afternoon. This of course changes every few hours depending on the wind direction. It's pretty good up in Santa Cruz and points to the north. Then you get into the north side of Salinas, still pretty good. You head south of Salinas, you're into moderate. Anywhere of course near the fire, unhealthy, and moderate around Monterey right now, and then moderate pretty much all the way down the Salinas Valley. The winds over the next 24 hours up at upper elevations will be mostly out of the northwest and transporting that smoke for the most part going inland and away from Monterey and Santa Cruz, which is good news, at least for some of us.
All right. Good
All
stuff.
right. All right. Thank you, Lee. Some disappointing news for a lot of people who have been training really hard these days. Organizers of the Salinas Valley Half Marathon just announced that they are canceling their event this weekend. Race was scheduled for Saturday, August 6th, but organizers say the poor air quality led them to their final decision late this afternoon. So registered runners will have the option of deferring their entry to the 2017 Salinas Valley Half Marathon, or put all that training to work, and you can get a free entry into the November Half Marathon, the Big Sur Half Marathon on Monterey Bay.
We have seen an outpouring of support for the victims of the Sobranes fire. Fundraisers, relief funds, they have been popping up all over the place, especially on social media. Through its relief fund, the Community Foundation for Monterey County has now raised nearly $150,000 so far. They were able to hand out some of that money to displaced Big Sur residents yesterday. And since there are so many different groups and so many funds being created, it can often get confusing as to which groups are legitimate.
In the past week or so, I've been seeing various fundraisers, events, etc. pop up on Facebook. And, you know, some are from people that I know, some are from people that I don't. But the bottom line is if there's not an organization that it's attached to, how do I know where the money's going to?
Well, for that very reason, the county is putting together a list of credible organizations. They include the Red Cross and the Community Foundation for Monterey County, for example.
I feel that people should contribute wherever they're comfortable, wherever they're familiar, and we're just happy to see this outpouring of philanthropy and really our community coming together to help our neighbors. We adhere to national standards. Every year we get evaluated and certified, so there are very strict guidelines that we need to follow as a foundation.
Well, there are several big fundraisers coming up. Monterey Bay Aquarium is hosting a fundraiser this Sunday night. The proceeds will go to the Community Foundation. There will also be a farmers market that happens at the Wharf Marketplace, which is down by the Municipal Wharf number 2. That's Sunday afternoon. All proceeds go to the Community Foundation there. There's a list of organizations taking donations. That's on our website at ksbw.com.